Hello friends, my great pleasure to welcome you to my channel, Excel Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub right here, and in today's video you are going to learn how to create business social media post banner in Photoshop, step-by-step tutorial without any stress. All you have to do is to make sure you watch this video and follow the simple step. You are going to be fine. So with that being said, let's get started. But before we dive deep into the tutorial, if you're very new to this channel, remember to click on the subscribe, turn on the notification bell, so each time I post content like this, you'll be notified. So with that being said, let's see how you can create business corporate social media posts using Photoshop, step-by-step tutorial. So let's begin. The first thing you want to do is to go to the file from the home tab right here, and make sure you click on new. All right, so at this point here, make sure you title your design business social media post. All right, so at this point here, make sure you title your design business social media post, and then come to the width right here. Make sure you type in 4.47. The height should also be 4.47. Your resolution should be 300, and your color mode here should be RGB. Finally, you come down below here and make sure you click on create. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do right here is to go to my home tab right here. I will go to file and make sure you click on file, and then make sure you click on my place embedded. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to go to my layer right here, and I'll go to select my background layer. Having selected my background layer, what I'm going to do next is to go back to my toolbar. I will click and hold down, and this time around I have to make sure I select my rectangle tool. Having selected my rectangle tool, I'll come to the top right here. I'll make sure my shape is checked, and I can change the color from here to another color of my choice. Then I will draw a rectangle at the top right here. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to go to the move tool right here, and I will go back to edit from the home tab right here. I'll make sure I look for free transform. So what I'm going to do right here is to rotate this particular rectangle. Once I'm satisfied with the rotation, I'll come to the top right here, click on this check mark to accept the transform. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is to go back to my layer right here and make sure I select my background layer again. And then this time around, I have to go back to my toolbar, and I'm going to click and hold down. I'll make sure I choose my pen tool now. Having chosen my pen tool, then I'll have to come to the top right here. I will change from path to shape. Make sure this is always in shape. Then I'll come here. I'll make sure I change this color to this type of gray. Then I'll come to the artwork right here, and I will draw a shape like this. Then I'll close the path right here. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is to locate my image layer right here. So I have to make sure the image layer is active. And the next thing I'm going to do is to draw another shape at the top right here. Then I can come to the top right here and change the color of the shape for now. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add appropriate color to the shape. So I have to start from this one right here, and I will come to the layer panel, and I will double click on the layer thumbnail. So from the point here, I'll change the color. Then you can see the color code I use right here, and I'm going to click on OK. Then I have to select on this particular shape right here. I will double click on the layer thumbnail here, and I will change the color. So you can see the color code I use right here, and then I'll click on OK. I can locate this particular layer and drag it down a little bit. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is to select this image, and I'll go to image, adjustment, and I'll give it more brightness and contrast. I'll make sure I increase the brightness, and I'm clicking on OK. Then I'll go back to image again, adjustment, and I'll make exposure to be more. Then I click on OK. Now go back to image again, adjustment, vibrance. So I will increase the vibrance, and I will turn down the saturation, and I click on OK. Then I'll go to filter, and I will go to sharpen or mask sharpen. So I can make it more sharpen to be 180 degree, and I'll click on OK. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to add text to this our business social media post design.